Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from the right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
You can run the football effective and then bootleg off of it. You get the running game and everybody biting up on it, and then all of a sudden the quarterback bootlegs out to the right. I tell you what, the defense did a really good job, though, staying with it, taking away the deep pass, and coming up and holding us to a winning game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the back bin, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. He leaves it with his back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We're calling a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Brown will throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking for a deep man. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes a move. Touchdown, Georgia! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution with the punt return.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little whoop out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive in here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The short hands, it's Smith. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's more. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And runs like that are like body blows in an boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They want to run this quarterback.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down. Early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Bulls have this offense rolling. This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives. This is 3rd and 1, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Let's go! They'll run the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. Out at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Dogs will try to move the chains on 4th down. Calls his own number. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I don't think a lot of people here are going to be surprised by that call. 4th and inches at midfield. Just go for it, run the football, and they pick up the 1st.
Really, what are you going to gain by punting there? Even a perfect punt just gives you a little bit of a yardage edge, and the upside of keeping the ball is tremendous.
Yeah, and even if you don't convert it there, your defense comes on the field, and you're still forcing the offense to have to go 50-something yards or so to try and get points. So I like it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Football, you really turn quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
Trying the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
And the Dogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
And the D denied him on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle. Looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in line.
Still some work to do here on third and goal from looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. But South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Designed run for the quarterback. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Back through the middle. It's Sullivan. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open.
That's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Finishes it with the stiff arm. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here.
completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he bumps. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To throw, it's Stockton. Got his man out of the backfield. Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the down. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And nice job on the defense, staying cool to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he gets up. Nobody's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of the sights. Nice job.
They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
That's reeled in. It's Morton. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Pocket breaking down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first trying to get more points on the board before the break.
And those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Brown will throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure coming. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB's getting a hand in there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Brown wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stop the run. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Ready to get things going here in the second half. It is Georgia about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here of the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him to get the first down.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll pull it on the lead. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, they're after him. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Sullivan. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed. There he is, scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field and everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's trying to get it. Backed up in the shadow of the own goalpost. No problem.
When you start to relax inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good
decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Offense changing the play. A run for the quarterback. Fighting off the defender. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Catch in the middle, it's Bell.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Powers through the defender. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's free. Finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets through there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Steps away to find some room. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Handoff to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's why as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. For better fortune this time around. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's go! Hey. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. To flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Easy. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Easy. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. A spectacular one-hand grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield. It's pretty lucky. He caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the...
Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the outside. Oh, out of space. Touchdown,
huge, and also the anticipation of time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit it high in stride so he can get run after the catch. Get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the group.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. We're just going to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Makes the grab. It's Branch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Here's the handoff. First down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. And how about the efficiency on that? It'll bring up second and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Get set, get set. Leaves it with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.